Checking, 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 checking. Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. Hello, hello. I'm so sorry, you guys. There it is. Alrighty. Welcome back to stream, everybody. Am I still muted? Can you not hear me? There it is. Okay. Hello. Let me see here. Who do we have? Hello, Fed. Hello, King Coffee. Hello, Sel. Hello, Kona. Hello, Boo. Hello, Dr. Smug. Hello, Zhao. And hello, looks like Dr. Canada MD over there on the YouTube end. Almost lost our soft-spoken soothing there. I just didn't have the right setting on the microphone, so just had to turn on one thing and it worked. So, but yes, hello everyone. I hope you're doing well tonight. I hope you've been having a good weekend and are ready to kind of settle in for some cozy chatting. Head pat checking. Wait, did the head pats work? Mm-hmm. I was almost gone forever. No. Bit of an extreme weekend. I can understand that. Also, let me see here. There was a posture check and a hydrate that I do see in there. Thunderstorms since Friday. It was snowing like crazy here. Like, it was bad. I mean, I guess, or not, depending on how you feel about snow, but, there we are. Also had like 3 power surges. Oh my gosh, that is wild. You want snow? You can take mine. Please take mine. Hello, Spike Kirby. How's it going? I did not grow up in snow. I do not like being in snow. So I like how snow looks, but actually having to be in it, I can tolerate it to a degree, after which point I really just want to be like inside. Compared to the other seasons of the year where I usually want to be inside. Yeah, anyways. Not a polar bear. I am not a polar bear. You like the cold but living in snow. No. Yeah, there's a degree of, I don't like the cold. I just don't. I was about to say there's a degree of cold that I can enjoy. There's not really anything below like once it gets below like 50 degrees, I start getting uncomfortable, I guess. Canadians have been getting some snow recently, but where you're from it's also melted. We are warming up to the point like above freezing where our snow is probably gonna melt here, but we got like it was not like seriously like snowing nonstop from like I think middle of the night on Friday all the way through this morning. Maybe not nonstop might not be correct, but it was snowing a lot, so like, and it just didn't stop. So we had a lot of it to deal with. Let me just throw this out there early here, and I'll try to, I guess, remind over time. There is our trigger list on the Twitch end. Actually, I just realized it's not showing on the stream, so the other end can't see it. I will read it. Our trigger list. We have microphone tapping, ear cupping or rubbing, makeup brush sounds, a frog toy, wooden frog toy that I have, game controller sounds, glass tapping, tongue clicking, trigger words or phrases, keyboard typing, brush scratching, pouring fizzy water once per stream. And if you have other triggers that you're interested in that I didn't list there and you want to suggest them, please feel free to do that. I may or may not be able to do them. So if I can't do them, I will refund channel points. But I should probably get like a queue in place for these so that like I can keep track of exactly what gets requested. You generally get too many trigger requests though, so no Gao on the list. Hang on, Spike Kirby. There is a trigger on there for trigger words or phrases, and I do believe Gao counts as one of those two things. So yes, it is actually on the list, technically speaking. Okay. get that for you though. Cow, 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 cow. How was that? Was that a satisfactory number of cow cows? I hope it was. But yeah, I am kind of a wimp when it comes to weather, honestly. Like, I enjoy a very, particular range of temperatures, because I don't like it when it's too hot either. Like, you would think growing up in a much warmer climate, I would find hot weather more tolerable. Not really. Well, I guess I can deal with heat more effectively when it's not also humid. It's not to say that, like, you know, there's the whole joke of like, well, it's a dry heat, so therefore it's fine. And it's like, to some degree, once you get above a certain temperature, it's not fine. But it is true that I will take 90 degrees with low humidity over 80 degrees with high humidity. The worst part is when it's both. Like, both really hot and really humid. Like, I think I've talked about this before on stream, but I did take a trip to Florida at one point, and I enjoyed my time there. Very specifically, I was at Disney World, so, like, you know, I enjoyed my time there because, yeah, I'm a theme park junkie, but weather-wise, it was a lot. It was a lot. We went in, like, I believe, like, late winter, early spring also, I think. So, like, it wasn't even as hot as it could get over there. And just that humidity was just like, oh, I'm dying. But all of that said, I also don't like the cold either. Like, I'm such a wimp. I need it to be like between 50 and 70 degrees. Well, maybe like 75. Maybe even upper 70s is okay, right? Maybe even high 40s I can kind of handle. Like, in that like 50s and high 40s range, I can kind of layer on stuff and still feel pretty warm. So, like, that's fine. But, like, once you get below freezing, it's just, like, how much does it physically hurt to be outside? And I'm not into that, so. But that said, I moved to a place where that's going to happen, so I gotta deal with it, and it's fine. It's fine. For the most part, it's fine, but, you know. But yeah, so point being, weather-wise, was kind of crazy this week, and, but I think that snow should mostly be going away, to some degree, at least, over this next week, I think. So hopefully, I mean, for whatever degree it matters, I don't go outside much anyways. So like, how much does it actually matter for me? I guess not that much, but if I ever do wind up going out places, then it's like, I'm cold. Suzu, I'm cold. But yeah, anyways, thank you for the head pads. No cold, thank you. Well, I tend to stay bundled up inside anyways, so it's fine. What was I saying? Yeah. Brain stopped working. No thoughts. Head empty. Uh-oh. Outside of that, though, it was a relatively low-key weekend, I think. We took the new puppy to the vet, and she got more of her vaccines, so that's good. Getting her all nice and protected. And then, like, just... Oh, right, yes. So, for all of my Grand Blue players out there, and then also the people who have watched me play Grand Blue, I did wind up getting to Gold Masters on my main in Grand Blue this weekend. I got there yesterday, and I was very happy about it, so that was cool. I did try to do that a little bit on Saturday, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I won't, and that's okay. And it would have been okay if I hadn't, but that doesn't matter now, because I did. I don't know if I'm going to try to do it again next season or not. I might. Like, I have a benchmark to try to clear now, I think, in terms of, like, where I got to this season. And I didn't really play in the High Master queues very much. But now I've proven that I can do it, so it's just a question of getting back there again. And I think I can. And so if I do, then we will see how far I can push that. So that was like the gaming end of things on Saturday for me. And then obviously I had stream Saturday night. Right, that was Friday, not Saturday, that I did the Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Pojo. Oh, I also see the hydrate and posture check, and I do see that Ada. I'll get that for you in a second here. Let me get that posture check and the hydrate. Okay. Weekly Sucrose nighttime? Yeah. Alright. Let me give you your reverb on that real quick here. Okay, there you go. I hope that was good. I never know how the reverb on that is gonna work out. I assume that it works out well. I hope. But yeah. How about you guys out there? What did you guys do with your weekends? Was there any fun places that you went? Any yummy foods that you had? Did you guys do anything? Did any of you have like a short week this week maybe? And did you do anything with that? Any like cool shopping trips, any cool shopping adventures? I don't know how many people like actually enjoy the whole Black Friday thing, but like, because I know, like, I personally find it very stressful, but that's also because I used to work retail, and I think for a lot of people who work retail, like, it's just kind of like, as soon as you're out of that world, it's like, I don't want any part of that. Nope, they can stay far away from me. But I also know that, like, I have relatives who are, like, the kind of people who will actually camp out prior to a particular thing, and it's, like, a big thing for them. Like, I don't know that I completely understand why, but it is a thing that they do. So I remember, like, having like, there was one year that, like, one of my cousins, who's quite a bit older than I am, so, like, my siblings and I were all, like, still pretty little. Like, I want to say I was probably in, like, middle school maybe, and so I had a cousin who was already an adult at that point, and she basically, she took, I think she was watching us for that weekend or whatever, and she took all of us out at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, to go, like, wait outside the mall. And just like, why are we awake? Why did you wake us up this early? What are we getting? What are we going to go in here and get? And she didn't even, like, have a thing to go get. It was just a thing, right? I don't think she even bought anything. Maybe she did. She had to have, but maybe she didn't. I just don't remember. Like, because you would think it would be for, like, a big ticket item kind of thing if you're gonna do that. But I think she just, like, wanted to go into random department stores for their Black Friday sale, and I was just like, why? But why? I don't understand. But I guess for some people that's a thing. So, you ate Chinese food. Ooh, Chinese food sounds really good. I have been, without going into detail, because the details are gross, you're not a shopper, you do not like Black Friday. Understandable. I've been recovering from a thing that has restricted pretty heavily, because I'm on some medications that, until I'm done taking them, I have to stay away from particular, like, groupings of foods. So, like, there's a lot of that stuff right now that's just like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds really good. I'm looking forward to not having to worry about what I'm eating. Well, I mean, not that I shouldn't worry about what I'm eating at all, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, dairy is the big one. Like, dairy was the big one that's just like, nope, you cannot have dairy. And it's like, okay, dairy's in a lot of things. But then again, like, you know, there's a lot of people who just can't do that normally anyways. So, like, have to obsess over it versus watch what you eat. Exactly. Right. Where it's like, can I eat this? Hang on. Looking at the side, and it's like, is it high in calcium? It is. I can't have it. So, but, I think I've run that medications course tomorrow, actually. So, that part will be good. I'll be back to not having to worry about that. That's good. But yeah, Chinese food sounds really good right now, though. It does. But yeah. As far as today went, we had some friends over, kind of visited for a bit. Everybody wanted to see the puppy. So, there was a lot of playing with the puppy, happening, which is fun and exciting, but also really, really exhausting after a while. So, but other than that, it was a pretty low-key weekend for me. So hopefully on your guys' end, it was equally low-key, or if not low-key, then fun and exciting. But yeah, like, I don't know, the whole, like, Black Friday thing, I just, outside of, like, that 1 year, like, that's, like, the one, like, Black Friday shopper experience that, like, sticks in my head, was my cousin dragging us all over the place, at stupid o'clock in the morning, and ultimately not really buying anything. I mean, there's been other times that I've done stuff too. Like, I know we went, I think at one point we went to go buy, I think it was a Switch Lite. It was either a Switch Lite or a 3DS for Suzu. Doing a Black Friday thing. But, like, we didn't camp out for it. We just, like, went, like, halfway through the day and was like, hey, do you guys have any left? And we did have to, like, hop between a couple stores because obviously a lot of them were sold out. But eventually we did find one. So, like, you know, it worked out. Aside from that, like, most of what my what my Black Friday memories are like, working it, right? Like, working Black Friday in retail, like both at, like, big box stores, but then also I worked at a Borders for a little bit. Like, I worked at a bookstore. That one was actually kind of enjoyable because, like, there wasn't really any particularly large sale we were doing. It was just, like, a coupon, and you were labbing on Granblue. That's what you did on your weekend. Nice. Very nice. Have you picked a character, Zhao? Is there a character you're, like, gravitating to and settling on, or are you just kind of still trying out the cast? This might be the part of the ASMR stream where it just becomes, like, fighting game talk for, like, an hour. You're finally done with your school stuff? You just have to attend 3 more classes, but final project is done. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's really cool. Like, is it, like, in between semesters? Fight you. Is it, like, in between semesters? Or are you, like, done? Like, are you about to graduate? In between semesters. Okay. You've settled on, you have no idea who you like. Meg is fun, but you don't know. Meg is very fun. But, like, yeah. I'm trying to think. Because I know you play, because Blazer, I know you play, primarily Baiken on Guilty Gear. Should be done either right before or after summer. Baiken, and you're picking up Geo. Ah, I see. Have you, I mean, Geo just slides. Yeah. I know one of the things you like a lot about Baiken is, the parry, right? Have you looked at Anra? Surprise gun. I mean, same question. Have you looked at Anra? Or Uno, I guess, depending on your narrator. You have. Gravitating a bit towards Nier since you love puppet characters like Jacko and Zato. Oh, interesting. You started with him, may go back. I see. There's also, like, You could also look at Charlotta, because she does also, like, her U skill is also a parry, so, like, that's also a thing. And especially if you're, like, looking at Geo as a secondary, like, Charlotta is maybe, like, something of a midpoint between those two characters, because Charlotta do noom across the screen like that, so, you weren't very good at the game when you first played Anra. You could probably have a lot more fun now. Probably, yeah. I feel like I should give Anra a try at some point, because, like, I have a tendency to play more reactive and defensive anyways. And his kit is all of that. Anra is such a goofy goober. I would probably swap my voices to Japanese if I started playing Anra, specifically because it's the Frieza voice actor, and, like, I think that's cool. So but yeah. But also I feel like playing Anra, yes. In Japanese, specifically Japanese. In English, that's not the same voice actor as English Frieza, but no, the Japanese voice actor is Rije Nakao, I think is the name of the voice actor. I may have also pronounced that a little bit wrong. Does it actually show voice actors on Deathloop? I don't know if it does. Probably doesn't. No, it doesn't. Grand Blue Rising voice actors. Japanese cast. Where is Anra? Yep. Ryusei, not Ryusei. Has a lot of big, yeah. Ryusei Nakao is the voice actor who is 1000% that is Frieza. So, how to be number one Anra. But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I heard it at one point, because I think I might have started with Japanese, but I think it defaults to Japanese. Maybe I'm wrong, but at one point I did have Japanese voice acting on. I don't remember when it was I swapped. It might have been after Versusia launched, maybe, because I think I just liked Versusia's English VA, so, and I never turned it back over after that. But honestly, both voice casts are really, really good, so, Grand Blue has a lot of big VAs, you wouldn't be surprised. Let me see, what are the other notable, I'm just curious. Just look at the top, the first three right here. Does it show? I'm looking at Gran right now. Is he anybody, super notable that I have, that I recognize? Oh, he's Josuke. From, specifically from one of the video games. So I don't know if he's yeah. So I don't think he's Josuke in the anime then. Maybe. Although maybe he is. Hi, while running. How's it going? I'm doing well. I've gone down a rabbit hole. We're looking up Grand Blue voice actors right now to see what else they've played. Which is not particularly visually compelling stream content, I guess, but it's still interesting. Love that kind of rabbit hole you did all the time. So, Jita's voice actress, Hisako Kanemoto, has done. Oh wait, Oh no, I had it set to all. What if I set it to just shows? Is there anybody else like super recognizable to me? No, okay, he is Josuke Higashikata. Wow, I'm not pronouncing these names right. Josuke Higashikata in JoJo in the anime. That's probably like the most notable to me, at least. Oh, he was in Princess Jellyfish? Oh, he was a side character. Okay, background character. Interesting. Okay, so Jita's voice actress. Let me see. Anybody that I super recognize? Sorry to go entirely off on a tangent, but you had D&D tonight as a DM. It's going so well. You're constantly scared that the story will slip. I mean, never apologize about the tangents. I veer off on tangents in these streams all the time. So, I completely get that. So, like, are you DMing a pre-made or are you DMing a like homebrew? Is it like a module? Your stuff. It's hard because like DMing is already difficult, and then DMing homebrew stuff means that you have to like do a lot of writing kind of in your head, well, sometimes on paper also, but like you because you're basically writing a story, right? You have to like build the world, you have to construct the narrative, but then also it's not a narrative you have total control over. It's genuinely really hard. So like I completely get that. I don't know how valuable my advice is there, because I have never completed a homebrew campaign, but I have run a couple, and I feel like what I tried to do personally was like, you've done it before, the tempo is off for you is the problem. You feel like you're going too fast. If the story's over in 5 sessions, maybe that's fine. You do want it to last. Well, there is, okay, some thoughts maybe, just spitballing here, but there's a couple things you can do, I feel like. If the tempo is going too fast and you feel like you're at risk of like approaching the climax too quickly and just having things be resolved and over, you can always kind of, send the players on a tangent, right? Like, granted, you don't want to railroad them, but like, unless they're like hyper laser focused on the main plot and just ignoring everything else, even then you can kind of still throw a roadblock in their way. It's difficult to write it so that it doesn't feel arbitrary, right? But like, you're doing it music themed, so you're giving them a bunch of B tracks to go do side quests. Yeah, that's not a bad. Yeah, basically, exactly, like that. Like, think of it like filler arcs in anime or something, right? Where it's like, it can even be like tangentially related to the main plot, right? And you might want to do it that way. That might be a smart way to do it, but yeah, you can. Yo, thank you so much. Let me see. Is it Fede of It? Or IT? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? How was your weekend? But like, yeah, if you can give them a, I don't want to use the word distraction, but like give them something, like a thread to follow, to like buy a bit of time, right? Actually, what I've found super useful for stuff like that, if you have access to them, can call you Fetty. Ah, okay, sure thing, Fetty. Welcome in, Fetty. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Um, uh, so, is it D&D 5th edition, Blazer? Is it 5e? To some degree, it doesn't matter a ton. But nice to meet you too. Welcome in. It's a weird system. That's okay. So here's a thing that's helped me, well, like, create side content. We are talking D&D. It's true. Something that's helped me for homebrew stuff. Thank you for the follow, the Canadianist. I appreciate it. Welcome in. You're about to go to bed, but you're happy you found my stream. Aw, thank you. That's sweet. I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep well, Fetty. There's books out there that have like standalone dungeons, or like one shots. There's a handful of them for D&D. There's probably others, like even just like generic ones. And then what you can do is you can take that dungeon, like layout and everything, right? And then you just reskin it to something that fits your setting. So it's like, there was one, when I was doing the last campaign I was running, there was it the Sunken Citadel, I think was the name of it, which was like a D&D, I can't remember if it was Advanced D&D or a D&D 3.5 module. Like, and it's just like a one-shot dungeon, right? But it's a one-shot dungeon with a lot of stuff in it, and a lot of stuff in, and it was like reinterpreted for 5th edition. The first time you've seen someone with a similar name. And like, instead of doing, like the setting as it was presented, right? Because like I was doing something that was like kind of not I kind of had my own spin on a lot of like the racial options and stuff, and wanted to keep it somewhat limited in scope. So like I took a lot of what that one shot was like calling for, because I think it had like kobolds, and I didn't really have kobolds in my setting. So like I just replaced them with like a different I basically was like, oh no, these are like weird dull like construct people, basically like experimental construct people that like the scientist living at the bottom of this citadel basically created, and kind of tied it into the story like a little bit, where it's like it's obviously like it had its own flow and its own story in and of itself, but it was like it kind of linked back into stuff that was going on in the main campaign. And like we literally spent like, I don't know, 4 or 5 sessions just doing that dungeon. And it did take some writing, because like, you know, I had to reskin it, but it didn't take that much writing because like the dungeon was already made. I just had to like be like, okay, this is no longer a kobold, this is this other thing, or this is no longer this place isn't set in like this particular D&D setting. It's set now, it's just like, it's this place that like because like I think the lead-in I gave for it was like that there was like a group of settlers who wanted to try to like start up a town in a particular area because it's like completely uninhabited, but the reason it's uninhabited is like the like land's completely barren, and they wanted to send like their like shamanistic like maybe not shamanist, like druidic like people down over there to be like, can we revive this land? And it's like, oh, the reason this land is barren is because this like hidden facility underground is like sucking the life out of the planet. So a little bit of Final Fantasy VII there. So yeah, but point being, right, you can grab like a dungeon from like a source book and just kind of tweak it, and like you don't even have to tell I mean, if you have the source books handy, it might be a little obvious, but like you don't even have to like tell your players what it was originally. Like if you do a decent job of reskinning things and just like working it into the story, as far as your players will know, you just made this awesome dungeon. And yeah, it can be really, really good for slowing the pace if you need to like send them off on a tangent. And like it doesn't even need to be a side questy kind of thing. You can be like, oh, hey, the big bad went this way and went into this place, and now like replace the final encounter in there with like a run-in with like the big bad or one of their lieutenants or something like that, and now it's suddenly part of the main plot, right? And like I am a fan of the idea of homebrewing. I'm a fan of the idea of telling your own story. Like very, very much so. I like that idea a lot. But also, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And there's nothing whatsoever wrong with taking help where you can get it, right? And I feel like grabbing stuff from one-shots and just reworking what you can where you can, like it's okay to take ideas from things that are already created, obviously to an extent. Like you don't want to take like somebody else's homebrew and then claim it as your own. That's no good. But like official games, like official source books, I feel like that's all fair game. All of that's fair game. Like for dungeons, for class stuff, for spells, like if you are playing like a non-D&D system, but you are like looking at like 5th edition and you're like, hey, this is a really cool spell, I want to use it, like figure out how to convert it over to like the setting you're using and like go for it. As long as you're drawing inspiration from it and not outright copying. Yeah, like to some degree. But again, I feel like it's one thing if like it would be a different story if you're like taking your homebrew and then trying to sell it. But if you're just running a game for your friends, like who cares, right? Like now obviously don't do the thing where you're like, oh yeah, I did this all by myself. I made this whole thing by myself without help because I'm that awesome. Like, no, don't do that, obviously. Like, if your players ask how you came up with like the thing you did and you did take it from a source book, you can be like, hey, yeah, I took it from this. Like, if you liked this dungeon that much and you want to like use it for yourself, it's from this source book right here. I just reskinned it, right? Like, because honestly, like a really good reskin of a dungeon that's worked into a narrative well, I feel like it's just as impressive as like, or at least it can also be an impressive feat. You don't have to make everything yourself. D&D has always fascinated you, but whenever you get into the details, it flies over your head. You've always wanted to play a campaign, but you never had the chance to do so. It's, it's easier to get into than you think. I think there's a very important element to D&D, especially when it comes to newcomers, and it is that you need your DM and your play group to be compatible. There are great DMs out there who aren't good at running campaigns for new players. And similarly, there's a type of player who in an advanced setting is going to, have a lot of fun and play well, but like match with a new DM or match with other new players is not going to have fun. So it's just you just kind of have to know your group, and you have to know your level of comfort, which is why your EB, I have a nice voice. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the main killer. I think the big thing is, and like one of the more important aspects to a D&D group is, if your DM, if you're the player, if your DM, as you're like getting stuff ready, is not planning on having a session 0, ask them to do a session 0. And if you are the DM and you're not planning on doing a session 0, do a session 0. It's so important. It's so important. I would say a session 0 can make or break a game on its own. Session 0 is everything, yeah. Because what that does, so for if you're not clear on what session 0 is, basically it's you get your group together, right? Whether it's online or in person or whatever, and you're not playing the game yet. You're just talking with the group about what the expectations are, what the setting is going to be, what everybody's comfort levels are, all of that stuff. Like a really good DM, regardless of experience, like new DMs who are good can do this too, right? Like, that was a weird way for me to put it, but that was a weird way. As an inexperienced DM, you can still do a lot of things to make a successful group happen, right? You don't need a ton of experience to DM. So like that session 0 is a big deal, because like you basically gather your players together, or you gather together with your other players and your DM, and then it's a good chance for the DM to be like, okay, here's our setting, here's the kinds of characters that you might expect to make in this setting. Obviously, if you're gathering a bunch of players together and like, hey, our setting is like sci-fi stuff in space, and your players are like, well, I kind of really wanted to play a dwarf or something, right? Then that's a mismatch of expectations. And that's the point at which you can be like, hey, as a DM, you might be like, hey, wait, well, can we figure out a way to take what you want to do and make it work in this setting? Right, space dwarves, yeah. Like, if you're like, yeah, okay, you know what, maybe this setting prior to this didn't have dwarves, but there's nothing that says that dwarves can't be in space, right? So, let me see here. Hang on, I'm sorry, I know I missed a bunch of stuff in chat there. Sorry to break the ASMR immersion, but you did it. GM Season 8, let's go. Congrats, Snowbird. Good job. Well fought. You worked really hard for that. But let me see here. Your setting is clockwork steampunk. Everyone's fitting in very well. Yeah, and like letting people know that that's what the setting is. Or like on the other hand, right, if you're like, hey, my setting is clockwork steampunk, and one of your players is like, well, I wanted to play like an alien, or something, then it's like, okay, well, like, your exact idea might not work, but let's see what's available in this setting, and maybe we can reskin it to be like, hey, maybe there's this, like, maybe there might be an alien in this setting. Maybe you can make that work, or maybe you can make something else that's close enough work, right? That's also a good place to, like, have have everybody be like, okay, what do you find fun about this? What are you hoping to do in this game? If everybody is, like, if you have all your players answer like, oh my gosh, I really, really, really want to do a lot of combat. I'm looking forward to doing a ton of combat. That is the most fun for me. Then you know what kind of game you're going to be playing. And it's going to be a very different game from like a group that's like, well, like, I don't really know if I care if I think the numbers bits kind of confuses me, but I'm just looking forward to, like, getting to play this really cool character idea in this setting. Then realistically, you're going to have a mix of players who like different things, and knowing what you have going on can help a lot for figuring out what kind of game you're going to run, where you want to put weights on things. Like, if nobody cares about combat, then maybe you don't put that much effort, no, maybe not effort's the right word, maybe you don't put that much weight onto, like, the combat mechanics, right? You may not put that much, like, you might not throw, like, random encounters at people. You might just, like, do some, like, narratively appropriate, like, milestone stuff, and you're focused more on the RP. Likewise, if you have a bunch of people who are, if you have, like, people who are like, I'm really nervous about RPing. Like, I'm really, really nervous about roleplay. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it well. I don't know how to do it. I'm worried I'm going to be embarrassed. Then you, as the DM, can be like, hey, okay, so the story can be carried a little bit more, like, on the back of, like, a more narrative style storytelling, as opposed to direct, like, acting things out, right? Like, you can be like, oh, hey, my character goes over here and says this thing to this person, as opposed to fully acting it, right? Does any of that make sense? I hope so. I realize I went on another massive tangent there, but such is what we do on these nights. So, a shout out to Snowbird for officially becoming a Grandmaster Legend. Yes, Snowbird is in fact a Grandmaster Legend. Like, that is impressive as hell for reals. The real-time RP is always what got you. You could never acclimate. Well, that's the thing. It's not required, like, at all. And there are people who are really good. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I think what trips people up sometimes is, like, is, like, there are people who are really, really good at written RP who are not good at spoken RP, like, acted out real-time, person to person. And that's okay. Like, you don't have to be. I think a lot of people look at stuff like Critical Role being a thing, or, like, other, like, long play, like, show, like, D&D or tabletop shows and stuff, where, like, people are like, doing their D&D games as, like, a stream or a series or whatever, and think, oh my gosh, our game has to look like that for it to be, like, good. And the answer is, like, or, like, the fact is just, like, that's not going to be, like, most games. Most games are not going to be that, right? Like, most DMs are not, like, Brandon Lee Mulligan. Like, most, or, yeah, like, most of your players are not professional voice actors. Like, you're just not going to be, like, it's just not realistic to set that expectation. So, like, there is a mix of narrative styles that can be used, and they can, with if it's managed properly, they can all be used together. Like, you can have a player in the group who is going to like put on voices and like do all of their role playing, like first person and stuff. And then you can have another person in the group who's just like, yeah, I'm not comfortable doing any of that. But that person, then if they can be made to feel comfortable at being like, well, I want my character to go talk to this guard and try to convince them to let us in. And that tends to be, and that can also work. Again, a lot comes down on the DM at that point, which is why DMing can be so hard. But like, the DM can then kind of pick up that slack a little bit and be like, okay, well, what kind of argument are you going to try to make? Like, what, like, you don't have to tell me, what your character is saying flat out. Like, you don't have to act it out, but you can, but like, nudging the player to kind of like fill in the narrative gaps, and then the DM can then be like, improv is rough, you're a theater kid. Yeah. Improv is a thing that I am, I guess, I don't know if above average is right, but it might be. But like, also I'm a VTuber, and like, I do a lot of yapping on stream, and like, it also depends a lot on the kind of character you're playing too. Like, if the character is a good match for who you are just as a person, role-playing can be generally pretty easy. Certified yapper. I can hope. If the character is like way off type for you and you're not used to doing that, then it can be kind of hard. And yeah, overall, it's tricky. It's very tricky sometimes. Thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Panda God. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How was your weekend? But yeah, no, I enjoy tabletop gaming a lot. I normally don't do like more than one campaign at a time. And it's usually fairly slow going because like getting people together in a place on a regular basis, like it's not like, it's not for no reason that like the meme is that like the true final boss of any tabletop RPG is scheduling, because like getting, especially with like people outside of school, like if you're like a bunch of adults trying to like schedule around everything and get everybody in the same place at the same time, it's rough. It's very rough. But when you can do it, it's great. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's a fun way to interact with a story that somebody wants to tell, in a way that it's collaborative storytelling, right? Like the DM and / or the module or whatever is providing the main framework for a story when you're doing that, but the overall story that's going to get told comes down to everybody, right? Everybody's collaborating on this thing, like, which is why I find like, I think also like pre-made like modules are also totally legit, because like one group's playthrough of like, say, Curse of Strahd in D&D 5th edition is probably going to look completely different from another group's, because it's going to be a different set of characters with a different set of personalities, and you may engage with different things. Like, the basic structure is the same, right? Like, the plot, like the overall plot of like what is like what is supposed to happen, like what the story is, that's going to be the same. But like your actual story being told is going to be, it's going to be your own groups, right? It's going to be different. So, like, as much as I think like homebrewing is also really cool, like I also think that like there's something really fun about running pre-made modules as well, because the true, like the real story and the real fun is usually in the interactions between your characters, and like what are their stories, how do these characters interact with these. You just had to study them, yeah, and like I did not for a second mean to like call into question running your homebrew, like absolutely not. Like I said, I've attempted to do homebrews before. Doing a full-fledged homebrew from start to finish is really hard as a DM. It's really hard because there's a lot of prep work that has to go into it. More or less prep work depending on how comfortable you are with just thinking on your feet and improvising. Speaking of that, there's this one podcast that does a D&D series. It's probably your favorite thing ever. They based it off this 5th edition expansion called Dark Matter. Oh, that's interesting. I think some of you might know. He hasn't been on the stream in a while. It's been a long time, but he and his partner were on the stream at one point. My brother actually runs a D&D podcast, and like I think we had at least one person. I think it was only one person, but I think it was at least one person in chat who like realized midstream that they both watched this stream and listened to his podcast separately. Sucrose has a brother. Yeah, no, I have several brothers. But yeah, no, his podcast is called he is in the Discord server actually. He doesn't really like talk in it at all, but he's there. Hello Anonymous, how's it going? But yeah, his podcast is called D and Dark, and it's I think it's a 5th edition based homebrew, but all of the characters in the game are like based on like traditional like movie monsters. So like, yeah, I'll admit that I have not listened to all of his podcast, but he does do a really good job. So did not expect to jump into Sucrose lore already. Yeah, it's a thing. I actually will be doing another collab with him and his partner like soon-ish, sometime this month, I think. When was that? Hang on. I think that was like towards the end of this month. How far down is this? Oh, yeah, actually, like, very soon. Like, not actually end of this month. It's going to be the Saturday after next. I'll be doing a collab with him. So, as for you, it's not too bad. Mainly rested on your day off and hung out with a close friend from Discord. That's awesome. I hope it was a good time. But yeah, no, the trajectory of this conversation got here because we were talking tabletop gaming and DMing. For me, like the thing that I had to like come to terms with the most as a DM was like being ready to bullshit your way through stuff of like, okay, you finally cleared your bookmarks for once? Ooh, yeah? You had so many. Like tabs open or like bookmarked stuff. Like I have a decent amount of bookmarks, but they're not like the kinds of things I would be clearing. It's usually for like things I need to refer back to. Like I have the Grand Blue Dust Loop wiki on a bookmark. Chrome bookmarks, it was about 100 or more. That's a lot. Yeah, mine are mostly the usual. Absolutely. 1 second. Kumasho. Nice to meet you. I am Sucrose. Kumasho in training. Kuma. Masho. There, I hope that was good. That's a wild number of bookmarks, though. I will have, I don't use my bookmarks that often with the idea that it's a thing I'm going to come back and then close out. I should do that, maybe, because I lose track of things. You're healing a lot faster from the soreness, too? What was I saying? My open tabs on my phone is an entirely different story. That is out of control. But I feel like that's normal for people. Maybe it's not, actually. You reserve bookmarks for sites or channels you visit frequently. Yeah, same. All I know is that Suzu can't look at my notifications on my phone because she gets stressed. If you call the Kumasho trigger the Sucrose special, that's fine, I suppose. I'll know what you mean, I think. It's a little interesting because, like, I think some people think of the fizzy water as that as well. But speaking of that, fizzy water redeem has not been made yet. Tonight's fizzy water we have is called, the flavor is Dragon. Well, there it is. Okay, well, I already have it in my hand, so it's called Dragon Whispers. And the description is it is a fruit bomb with a tropical punch. So yeah, we've had this one before. I think I've only got 2 of these from this pack left, which means I need to get more soon. Which means I probably should put it back on my throne again. But they've been really good for this, so. Sounds like a Kunda Chris brand. Kinda, yeah. It does specify on the back here that it contains no actual dragons. So, you know, good to know. Alright, 1 second here. Okay, I'm trying really hard not to make noise there. Did I find anything for Black Friday or Cyber Monday? I got a mouse. Oh, that was from you. They did arrive. Yes, thank you. No, that makes total sense. Hang on. That makes total sense. I just remember seeing that, like, an anonymous gifter got that, and I was like, oh, wow, they didn't want to let me know who they were. But no, you did let me know who you were. Your name is just anonymous. Oh, I think I just saw like the first letters on the notification and didn't read further. But yes, I do appreciate it. I haven't had any of them yet, but I might have some after the stream because I'm pretty sure I can have that on this medication. I'm pretty sure it doesn't stop me from having honey. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure that's the thing. All right, so yep, fruit punch is right. It's basically just a fruit punch flavor. Maybe a bit cherry forward. Actually, very cherry forward. I don't know if this is gonna... It gives a little bit of his sounds still in there. Not very many, though. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Wait, did it say something? A fruit bomb with a tropical punch. Yeah, okay. So, like, cherry forward. I can also kind of taste maybe some, like, maybe some pineapple in there. Crispy as always. I'm glad. Very glad to hear it. But yeah, I guess speaking of tabletop games, like, do you guys, have, like, particular tabletop systems that you, prefer or have played or enjoyed? I've got, like, it's interesting. I've got a good handful of source books for game systems that I've never actually played, that I got because they looked like they'd be neat, and then I never actually did anything with them. There's one, I'm pretty sure it's 5th edition based, though. Like, I'm fairly certain it's designed to, like, be worked into 5th edition pretty seamlessly. Even though it's, like, a not specialized, but, like, a third-party, like, source book, whatever. Anyways. But it's called Humblewood. And it's like, birds and critters and stuff. Like, it's basically animals. Like, it's, like, less like, animal people hybrids and more like, it's like not like anthropomorphized animals, more like redwall. I think is it Redwall? Yeah, Redwall. Humblewood. You don't think you've heard of it before? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember exactly all of what's, let me see here. Humblewood bases. You have, well, does it not tell me? You have the bird folk, so, like, raven people, owl people. What is Gallus supposed to be? I don't remember what Gallus is supposed to be. Raptor is, like, eagles and hawks and stuff, and then Luma is doves. Here, let me see if I can pull up the thing here. Closest you got to tabletop was Battleship in this one game called TEG, basically Argentinian Risk. I see. Okay, let me see if I can pull this in. Not browser, I want a window capture. Oh, yep. So, yeah. So, like, they aren't really, like, anthropomorphized entirely. They're, like, more like just actual animals, right? Like, so, like, that's why I'm saying, like, more like Redwall style, where then the humble folk, you have mice, hedgehogs, foxes, I think, raccoons, and deer. Oh, and yeah, there are like the more predatory like animals tend to be like the monsters and stuff. But yeah, so it looked really cute, so that's why I picked it up. I have never played it though. I've not played it at all. I just own it. And I have a couple like that. Like I've got that. I've got some really old ones. Like I know I've got like some anime inspired like source books. One second. But like all for systems that I've never actually played on. But I played on a couple. I think the one I've played on most is D&D, and it's probably still my favorite just due to like the simplicity of it. Well, not simplicity. How standardized it's become. I guess most things are based off of it. So usually when you have a system that's deviating from it, it's deviating from it in a specific way. But like I think there's like, it's interesting because like there's a lot of systems out there that are way more like roleplay focused. Mouse Guard is like way more roleplay focused, and I have that source book too. And that's also similarly like very Redwall inspired. Can you tell I read the Redwall books as a child? But like way more. The reset happened already? Wait, what? Oh, the reset for, wait, yeah? I forgot to get on and check where I actually where my like final placement in the rankings actually was. Roleplay sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, like if I remember right, like for Mouse Guard and for some other, like there's other systems that are like this too, where like the combat is much less about like, oh, what are your stats and did you roll, and like your like stats plus your roll plus these other things plus this other thing over there, did that number beat whatever the DM just rolled? You should check too, but wait, does it still show like where you were last season? Or I guess this season maybe, because I wanted to check. I was in the top 100. You can look at previous. Oh, that's right, you can. Okay, cool. I'll check it. I don't know. You just got here having a date night with your wife, so you'll put me on lurk. Thank you so much, Ripley. Enjoy your date. I hope it's wonderful. What was I saying? I was, as of yesterday, at least, in the top 100 for Versusia players. I don't know if that stayed the same. If a bunch of people also were still grinding, I may not have been top 100 by the end. But I was like 93, I think. Was I 93? Hang on, let me take a look. I know I posted it. Oh, I did not post it in there though. Alright, hang on. Oh gosh, there's all this talk about the new mechanics. Yeah, it was 93 as of yesterday. Ranked number 93. So, but yeah. Hello, Night Hunter Teresa. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. How's your weekend been? I hope you're doing very, very well. So what was I talking about again? Right. There's there are systems out there where like the combat, where like the system itself is way more focused on um, uh, the kind of collaborative storytelling element of a tabletop game, um, and much less on, the building of stats and overcoming of like number challenges, kind of. Um, which isn't to say that one or the other is like better, because I think they're both good. Like D&D is a very numbers focused game, right? It's a game that, it's flexible, so it can, like, you can run D&D to be more role play focused, but at the end of the day, it is a numbers and stats focused game. It does well at utilizing those. Of course, no worries at all. What was I saying? But like there are other systems out there where it pares down a lot of that stat stuff, and it focuses, like, one of the things that I think Mouse Guard is kind of neat, like does that's kind of neat, is it when you're building your character, like I think there are some like things related to stats, but like one of the things it's asking you to do is it's like you're picking traits, as opposed to like D&D has something called feats, where like it's an aspect to your character that's been trained, or that you just have like innately about you, and it gives you some kind of benefit, right? So like, for example, there's a feat called Spell Sniper, and it doubles the range of your spells for the most part. Like your attacking spells, I think it doubles the range of those. There's like some limits to that, but point being, you can shoot your spells from very far away. That's what the feat does. What a system like Mouse Guard does is it's like, well, these aren't feats, they're traits. So like, for example, you might have like your trait, I'm trying to remember some of the traits, like specifically, like I think large tail is one of them, where like it comes with both upsides and downsides, right? Like having a large tail means that like you might be able to like use it to like grab onto something or something like that, right? But also you might trip over it because it's big. Or like, just if you are particularly big or particularly small, like those are traits too, where it's like, oh yeah, like my character is like huge, which means like very like imposing and able to like intimidate people easily, and probably able to pick things up more easily because you've got some more physical like leverage going because of that. But you also can't fit into tight spaces. And then the other side of that, like if you're like, oh, my character is like actually super small in comparison, like relatively speaking, it's like, okay, well, you're gonna struggle picking some things up. Like the stuff you can carry is like, you're gonna struggle to carry more things because you're small. But also you can fit into smaller holes. You can fit into places that other people might not be able to. And so it's like, it's the system of like choosing things about your character, and it's inherent to your character, right? And I think I like that. Things about your character that just logically kind of bring their own benefits, but also their own downsides. I don't remember all of them because it's been a while since I poked through that source book, but like those are the easy examples, right? Like size of a character is very easy to like visualize there, right? Like there's the illogical aspects like smaller people being crazy strong. Well, it depends on your system, right? Like, if the system you're playing allows for that, and that's the kind of character fantasy you want to play, if you want to be like, I want to be, this, like 5'2", 5'0", 4 whatever, like gremlin with like crazy high strength, you can. Like, that's a thing. There are systems that can do that. But if the system... Oh, okay, hang on. Let me see. Okay. But if the system does not allow for that, right? Which I don't remember if Mouse Guard actually had allowances for particularly strong characters. But you can also do something with that too, along the same regards, right? So, like, thinking about it, you could have a character who's like unnaturally strong for their size, and like, okay, that means that like you can lift something that looks like it should be way too heavy for you. You can lift it effortlessly, but the downside might be that you can't work with delicate things because your strength, you are like, not that like that's not necessarily how that works in real life, right? But like in this kind of system where like your traits have upsides and downsides, that could be it, where like you just have like a super strong, doesn't know their own strength kind of character, where so I can lift this boulder, but if you ask me to wind up this clock, whoops, I broke the clock because I twisted too hard and now it broke, right? So like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like I feel like if you're playing within a system like that where you're supposed to come up with traits to your character that are defining traits, but you want to play a particular fantasy, like you can come up with a big part of it is just like being willing to take on negative traits for your character, because like I know in like D&D specifically, right, you generally don't want weak traits. It's not generally a thing you're looking to have your character do, right? But if you are willing to kind of take some downsides to your character as part of who the character is. When did this character stuff start? You feel like you joined at the best moment. Gosh, how long ago did it start? I want to say like maybe half an hour ago, maybe a little bit more, 45 minutes ago. Was it about an hour really? Wow. So okay, about an hour ago, somebody in chat mentioned that they were running a campaign and they were having some anxiety about the base of their game because they were running a homebrew. So the talk just kind of turned to tabletop stuff. So yeah, I don't play a ton of tabletop RPG stuff, but I do find the systems really, really fascinating, and I think there's a lot of neat like roleplay and storytelling potential in there, and I do like to do stuff with it a lot. There's just not always a lot of opportunity. So in a starter trio consisting of Abram, Machop, and Ghastly, which one would you pick? I think it depends on... Okay, well, if you're just talking like... If we're not including game mechanics at all, of those three, I would say Abra. Well, maybe... No, I like also like the Gengar line as well. But I think I like the Abra line. Always go with your heart when choosing a starter. Yeah, for sure. If you are taking the mechanics into play, then like in a lot of the early gens, that's not even, there's no competition there, right? But yeah, no, I think I would still go with Abra even without that. Probably, yeah. I mean, you'd have a really, really hard early game. You'd be doing a lot of like struggle, right? Game mechanics ruin the magic, right? But also I think Abra is super cute. Kadabra is also kind of cool, and Alakazam is cool also, so you get my idea of accepting negative traits as a thing. Well, I brought it up specifically because we were talking about different game systems, and Mouse Guard is a game system that specifically does that, where you're encouraged to think about the downsides that come along with who your character is and what their strengths are. Like, what downsides would your character's strength bring? Because, playing off your negative traits can lead to funny stuff. Yeah. Okay, there's the end of the 5 minutes. Yeah, and I think that can be that it's a very you can do that in D&D as well, and there's an element, there's a temptation in D&D to min-max your character, right? Give them no weaknesses whatsoever and just be I'm good at everything, right? Because it's a power fantasy kind of thing, right? And it feels good to be good at things. It feels good to succeed at things. But, obviously that's hard to do without, really going for, some very particular builds. And, usually your DM has to be okay with you doing that. And a lot of times, I would say most DMs probably aren't. But, so you can the way an example of this, I think this might have been a Critical Role example at one point, but I've heard of other people also doing similar things of having a barbarian character or another character who doesn't need int, right? If int is their dump stat, right? And playing with that, what does having low int mean as a character? What does that do? Aside from just the numbers and the stats, what does having low int actually mean? In some cases it might mean oh, my character is illiterate, they can't read. Or if it's low enough, they can't even, they'll struggle to communicate, and working that into the roleplay. The implications of low int, right, exactly. Because I think there's actually mechanics built into that. If your int is low enough, if you get down to a certain number, then nothing worth doing is ever easy, right? But if you get down to a certain number, oh, this number means that this creature cannot understand speech, right? Just, it's a thing. It's built into the mechanics. But if you have a character whose dump stat is int and it's just low, right? It's not so low that the mechanics kick in and be oh, well, this means that canonically your character can't do X, Y, Z. But just deciding to take that and go okay, yeah, Savage Bomber said, a low int character might be easily talked into things. That doesn't necessarily track, right? Because there are other things to consider, right? I don't remember, insight is a wisdom skill, I think. So, having high wisdom and low int, you might be it might not be that easy to talk that particular character into a thing, which also would track with the roles because insight is a wisdom skill. So, but like a low int and low wisdom character, beyond just rolls, right? Roles obviously will come into play, but like, it would be very, very easy. Hello, Ginger. How's it going? It would be very easy in the dynamic of the group to be like, oh, my character has low int and low wisdom. Like, they are never going to be one of the people who wants to make a decision, right? They're the person who's going to get talked into everything. Or if they do try to suggest things, they might not be very well thought out, right? Obviously, that's all levels of roleplay that you may or may not be comfortable doing, but I think it's an interesting thing to think about, right? You're well. I'm doing well. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I hope you're having a very cozy evening, and if not, that I can help make it cozier. So, yeah, the conversation a while back kind of veered very hard into tabletop talk, and that's kind of what we've been yapping about, which is kind of how it goes. Somebody says something in chat that catches my attention, and then we're running off in that direction. So, had Thanksgiving dinner with your family today? Ah, nice. I hope it was enjoyable. Did you have anything particularly yummy? What, like, I'm actually curious, like, for those of you who do have Thanksgiving dinners, like, do you have a particular favorite, like, dish that comes along with that? Like, is there one of the things where you're like, oh my gosh, this? It's funny because you can definitely apply this with a game you want to make someday. Yeah, absolutely. Because thinking through the implications of your stats, it's not required whatsoever. I'm kind of the opinion that, like, what do you want your character to be? What do you want them to do? Right? What do you want to play? What flavor of this do you want? And rather than saying, like, no, that doesn't work, right? Instead, taking that and going like, okay, well, how can we get you to where you want to be with the system that we have and with the thing that we have going on? So, like, yeah, let me see. Okay. My stuffing thing is, I love a good stuffing. I really love a good stuffing. I think it's really, really good. Especially if it's, like, particularly bready and doughy and, like, salty. And I might be a little hungry, actually. Green bean casserole is really good. Suzu actually made the green bean casserole for this year's dinner. Hello, Benedict. How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful night. Let me see. Gravy is unreal. A good gravy is also really good. I like a really good gravy. Like, helps with a lot of things because you can put it on so many things. Chris the Hungry Bear. Look, I did not have dinner before starting stream. I'm probably gonna have to try to go eat something after I get done here before bed because, man, I am peckish, to say the least. So, let me see. You haven't gotten anything that you crave for in Thanksgiving? Not yet. Interesting. I mean, that's also legit. Like, not everybody's gonna like all of those foods. Let me see. Go get some food. Well, in an hour and 10 minutes, I will do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is actually still, is this the second week? Yes. Second? Third? This is the end of the second week of me having debuted this new model. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm so happy with how it moves and how it looks. Don't starve yourself. I'm fine. I'm not that hungry. Gosh, it's not that bad. I promise. I swear. Honestly, I didn't actually eat that long ago. New model, you never knew? Hypnotizing ears. Yeah, my ears move a lot more than my old model did. My old model did not look that much different from this one, actually. It's the same model artist, but it's a new outfit, new hairstyle, and just much, much more detail and better movement. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for your concern, Dr. Smug. At some point, I probably need to stop using the new model tag, but I'm still very excited about it. So, speaking of the debut, oh, the day, yeah. But yeah, like also like this overlay is also new to well, like new is relative at this point. Like it's 2 weeks old, I guess. So still new. Not brand new anymore, but still new. I like it a lot. I very much like both with like the model itself and then the overlay, like the what's it, like early, like 90s or early 2000s, mid 90s, like shoujo kind of feeling to it. Let me see here, hang on. That short I posted reminded you of the last day of the new model marathon, and you realized you got rated into my channel 3 times in the same day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that, wow. Yeah, we got a lot of support during that weekend. I was very, very grateful. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Also, thank you so much for the the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your time. Very much intended. I've been very happy with where it's gone. Obviously, I was still going to do so much more, and I want to keep making improvements, and I'd like to think that we've slowly been adding more over time, both prior to this debut and after it, and I want to keep that going. Out of curiosity, you guys, would you like a updated version of the spinning emote to match the new outfit? Because I can probably go back to Iman and be like, hey, can I get another one of these? I'm already thinking of I'm already thinking about doing the same thing for the head pats one. This is Azalea Town. I also really like these this playlist. I really, really love, like, I'm very happy I found this playlist for these streams because it's really, really good. Good night. It's bedtime for you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to have had you. I hope you have a wonderful night, Kona. But yeah. Azalea Town was one of your guesses. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon on here. There's a lot of, because it's like, it's really, really nice and cozy. I love like really, really cozy piano covers. And it does not trigger copyright, which is even better. So, because yeah, some of the lo-fi playlists I've used in the past did sometimes ran into trouble there. So, speaking of Pokemon Society for I am too. Yeah, here, I can bring this up. Hang on. May as well. Is that this? Yes. Yeah, let me bring this up. Oh wait, let me see here. Can I do yes. Oh. Thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid, SK. Welcome in. Hello, Commander James. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. I was actually just about to show my schedule, but I can hold off until saying hello. But yes, hello, welcome in. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Shigeki. I am a Kumajo in training, a variety streamer normally when I'm not doing ASMR. I do a lot of retro style stuff. And then on Sunday nights, we do cozy content, whether that's full ASMR streams like this one, or if it's cozy gaming. I actually realized we're due for a cozy game next week, actually, and I forgot to actually pick one. I think the schedule just says ASMR stream again, but I'm gonna have to pick one. I have a couple ideas. I have a couple thoughts of what it's gonna be. But yes, if you need to raid and run, I completely understand, SK. Please take care of yourselves post-stream. But if you do want to hang out for some cozy times, you're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super happy to have you. Thank you again so much. So, let's see here. There is this week's schedule. We'll be starting on Pokemon Legends Arceus on Tuesday. I'm very excited because I have not actually played it before, so I'm very excited to play it. You have a discussion, it's a fan game. Okay. I've merely discussion but a no spoilers disclaimer for yes, I think I will put that on there. I think I'll include that in the title, like please no spoilers. We'll be doing some Grand Blue on Thursday, and I'll be continuing the Link to the Past randomizer that we started on, it was during the debut stream, actually. And then we'll be trying to finish out that Secrets run of Signalis with Suzu on Saturday, and I'll be doing more Earthbound after that. And then, whatever the cozy stream winds up being, I was actually thinking I might try to play some of a game called Fantavision. It's a game I remember playing a lot of on the PS2, and it's the kind of thing that actually pairs really well with like really soft and soothing music. At least in my memory, I remember what I would do was like turn off the music in the game and just like play really like whatever I found really cozy and soothing, and just like chill to that game overnight. Called Kirby Soft and Wet, which is a hell of a name. It's a fishing fan game where Kirby fishes up stuff from the series and many other series. Interesting. I'll take a look at it. If it looks particularly cozy and like a thing I might want to do, even if I don't do it this time, I might keep it in mind for future cozy streams. So, but yeah, so I'm excited. I'm very excited for Legends Arceus, because that's a game that's been on my radar for quite a while, actually. And like, I just never got around to it. So, outside of knowing the setting, like that it's like, like ancient, Hoenn? Not Hoenn. Wait, is it Hoenn? I don't remember. Sinnoh. Yes, ancient Sinnoh. Thank you. Aside from knowing that it's that ancient Sinnoh in quotes. Well, I guess maybe not like that ancient, but Hisui. Okay. But like, yeah. Like it's like in the far past compared to like the rest of the series. Like the mainline series. And that it's like a more action, adventure, exploration style thing. Outside of that, I don't know much about it. Like I don't know anything about the story. I don't know anything about, I don't actually even know that much about how it plays outside that I've heard like Breath of the Wild comparisons. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it out. So, that's gonna be a thing I finally start. So that's exciting. 1 second. But yeah, I kind of, we're in a little That game is such a sucker for lore heads. Ooh, yeah, I bet. Yeah, I guess it would that would make some sense, right? If it's like super like backstory heavy, kind of like not heavy, but like if it takes place that far in the past, like a lot of stuff would be like, oh yeah, okay, here's the origin of this or whatever. In general, most of the Switch era games are massive for lore people. Really? Like also Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Massive. Because Dynamax. Lol. Also a big reason why you suggested this one first. Before Sword and Shield and ZA. Interesting. Oh, really? Before Sword and Shield even? Huh. Interesting. Finishing this first complements the others a lot. Really? That's fascinating, actually. I had no idea. I don't think I'd ever heard that before. Yeah, like, I had started Sword and Shield before, but I never finished it. So revisiting that game on stream would actually be kind of cool, I think. Because, yeah, I enjoyed what I played of it, and I like the I liked the setting. I liked the Pokemon that I saw that were new, I think, because I know that the Switch games aren't held in the highest regard, and that there are flaws, but like, I don't know, I thought it was fun. I also like the gimmick. I think Dynamax is neat. So yeah. I'm looking forward then to, I guess, starting my experience with the Switch games. And yeah, we're in, I guess what you call it kaiju mode personally. They get big. But one thing to note, there is an actual reason to complete the History Pokedex. Really? Bit of an endeavor, but it's so worth it. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure how much we're going to do completion on any of the games that we're doing going forward, but I'm not opposed to doing completion runs. It's just a question of like, shiny hunting's also more fun to you. In Legends Arceus? Well, because also I know that the way that it plays is very different also. Maybe not very different, but like a departure, at least. So I think I'm excited to see how that works and what that means. But yeah, we're kind of like, you can actually get hurt in Arceus and ZA. Oh, interesting. Well, like, I know that you were like out on the field as a character, and like I guess the attacks have like areas of effect and stuff, so like I guess it makes sense that you could accidentally be in them, maybe. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see what happens with it very soon. So yeah, I'll make a point to like specify like, hey, this is my first time playing, please don't spoil this. And so but yeah, we're almost done with Signalis also, so like that's another game that we'll be checking off the list. And Earthbound, we still have not a ways to go, but we're like, I think about at the halfway point. I want to say that I think we get Pooh very soon, and getting Pooh is roughly the halfway point, more or less. I don't think that's true, actually. I think Pooh is beyond the halfway point. I think actually if I remember correctly, the Saturn Valley like spa thing is like more accurately the halfway point. Arceus is the only good game in the Switch era that you've played. Well, I mean, I know there are capital O opinions on the Switch era games. Not opening that can of worms here. Yeah, I guess what I'll say is that people are entitled to their opinions about their relative enjoyment of a particular game. And I will make my own judgment as I come to it. Because, like, let's be real, like, a lot of the Pokemon series is flawed to varying extents for various reasons. Like, those first 2 gens are held together, like they barely function, right? So, it's not like the series has not had rocky periods throughout. So whether or not your closing thoughts on Gen 9 as a whole has been it made you love the series again, that's high praise. I feel like it's like there's not everybody's gonna like the not everybody's gonna like a given gen, right? But also, like, I think there's probably something in each and reasons in each why somebody might fall in love with them. Because, like, I don't like all of them equally. But I wouldn't, like, tell somebody who, like, we're absolutely getting a Gen 10 announcement for the 30th anniversary in February. That's going to be interesting to see. But yeah. Made you a bit emotional to say goodbye to the Paldea cast? Well, it's going to happen with every gen, right? Like, its time will come. I mean, the games will still be there, right? You can always go back and play them. The only place it kind of matters in terms of, like, going forward, been on this rodeo too many times. What was I saying? The only place in which it, like, really matters is on the competitive scene, right? Because then you move on to the new gen and the new meta that comes with that, and that's kind of hard to put that genie back in that bottle at that point, right? You've been on this radio too many times, it's always been sad. No, that's understandable. Yeah. There's, like, I feel like that's true for a lot of things, right? Like a show you've really enjoyed, or a book you're really enjoying, or a game you're really enjoying. Like, there's something always kind of bittersweet about reaching the end of it, where it's time to move on, right? You can always re-experience something like that, like a game or a show or a book, but you can only ever have that first experience once. And there is something special about that, and there's something kind of sad about that coming to a close, because that is an experience you can really only have once. But I guess the good news at that point is usually that you're going to experience something new after that, and you get to do it all over again with something else. Like, I enjoyed my time with Silksong a lot. We're not done with it. We'll be going back to it at some point. But, like, there was something kind of bittersweet about that. Like, when I was looking at my schedule today, and, like, I was looking at, like, making that schedule, and, like, I went and immediately just knee-jerk filled out Silk Song on that like Tuesday slot, and I was like, wait, no, we're done with that though. Oh, we are done with that. Huh. That's like, I'm ready to move on, but also there is like kind of that feeling of like, oh man, it was really good. I really liked it. I'm really glad that I played it, but it's time to go to something else. Your exact thoughts with the Gen 5 games? You're certain we're getting remakes down the line. At the same time, it'll make you happy that a lot of the newer players will have the same feeling we all had the first time. Yeah. Yeah, like, it doesn't make sense to me that they wouldn't remake the Gen 5 games, right? Because we've gotten remakes of everything else up to there. So, like, it feels inevitable, right? Exactly what that looks like is, I guess, to be seen, but there is also always the option to go back and play the old ones for people who are either old to the game. That's a weird way to put that. People who either have experienced the games already and want to do it again, or who are brand new to it. Like, I only had my first Gen 5 experience this year. Wait, was it this year? Was it this year or last year? It might have been this year. Huh. But recently, right? You can picture them making soft sequels for the remakes, as in going back to classic Unova, but on a different timeline. Interesting. Given how many new characters are directly quoted to be visiting, moving to Unova. Interesting. Well, and that's also interesting because, like, those games had sequels, right? Black and White 2 was not a, like that was kind of unique in that it wasn't a, like, enhanced, like, third version, right? It was a sequel. Yeah, it's the only game that I can think of, outside of, like, Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD. It's the only mainline game to get a direct sequel like that. It was until now. Wait, until now? ZA is a proper sequel to X and Y. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. That's cool. Well, yeah. Like, I guess you could also, in a way, you could say that Gold and Silver is a sequel to Red and Blue, I guess. Like, Gen 2 is kind of a direct sequel to Gen 1. Ketchup, hello, welcome in. Hello, Ketchup. How was your stream? How was your ASMR stream? Did it go well? Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, M. Hatter, for the follow. Hello, everybody who came in with Ketchup's raid. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Yurishigeki Kumajo in training. I am a variety streamer who mostly focuses on retro-style content when I'm not doing ASMR, but on weekends, Sundays specifically, we do cozier content here, whether that is cozy gaming or full-on ASMR streams like this one. And yeah, welcome in. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm happy to have you. But yes, hello, Ketchup. Welcome in. How was your stream? I hope it went well. I hope you're having a great night. Also, of course, Ketchup, you know, if you have a request, just let me know. Stream went well, you hope. Chat called you small, petite, and short stack, and your average height. Yes, this is the Super Mario World ending theme. It's okay, people call me short too. What was I saying? Oh, right. But yeah, catch up if you and your raiders need to raid and run. I completely understand, but if you do want to hang out, you're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super happy to have you. Thank you so much again for the raid. Hello, Rex. We have talked about a lot of things tonight. Our topics have ranged from tabletop RPG stuff and DMing advice all the way to now we're talking about Pokemon. So it's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. It's a football. Although actual Kanto was a last-minute addition, the majority of the main plot of the Johto games revolve around Team Rocket. It's valid to call it, yeah, because like it explicitly takes place afterwards, and all of the plot beats kind of do revolve around the fact of like what happened with Team Rocket in the first gen, and then obviously the Kanto stuff afterwards is directly after too. So, chat also surmised the circumference of your thighs. Their guess was 13.5 inches. Huh. I am bad with numbers. How? I can't visualize right now if that's thick or thin. That would be what? Over a foot, right? No, I guess that would be maybe... yeah. But yeah. Catch up. I know you do tabletop stuff. Do you have a particular non-D&D system that you like? We were talking a little bit about that earlier. A whole foot of thigh. You do? What is it? I'm curious. Because yeah, I talked a little bit about Mouse Guard and about Humblewood, which are two systems that I think are super neat, even though I have never played them. So, oh, sorry. Excuse me. Once again, fizzy water has consequences. The only game you're running right now is a Pokemon Tabletop is Pokemon Tabletop United 1.05. Interesting. Oh, so it's a Pokemon sorry, not TCG, like tabletop game? Like, is it like based off of 5e or does it play completely differently? Like, does it use the kind of 5e style, like, rules and stats and stuff, or does it have its own thing? It's completely different. Yeah, that would make sense, I suppose. Yeah, because like I could think of how you could make like a creature catcher experience in D&D, but it would be hard. It'd be like a lot of very heavy homebrewing and like creative usage of mechanics to make that happen. Excuse me. Your saves and stuff are made with a number on a d6. Oh, a fan-made system. Ah, I see. Okay. No, that's really cool. It's kind of wild. I'm just gonna say, kind of wild that you managed to take both of the big topics of the night and your answer winding up being both, like fitting both. Thank you for the head pats. The Pokemon's moves have damage bases. Okay, I see. But yeah, so like we were talking about the possibility, like the potential of like stab rages their damage base by 2 stages. Oh, that's cool that they've worked that in as a thing. Sorry, 1 second. Need to mute the microphone for just a second. Sorry about that. You gave your players Trico Bullet Seed and with Stab. Gonna take a wild guess and say bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guessed correctly. I guess maybe I should have moved my model off screen. Oh well, it's fine. That's really cool though. And yeah, like the concept of the Gen 5 remakes being like soft sequels, quote unquote, is like interesting. Because again, Gen 5 has already had a sequel, so like if it would just be like another sequel, or maybe something that can work in elements of both black and white and black and white too. I guess that would make sense, right? They probably wouldn't do remakes of both. So long as movie studios are still there and you can still do the one movie, I'll be happy. Anyways, when you say soft sequel, you mean in the sense of keeping the original story but updating it with the current elements. Oh, yeah. Cool. Interesting. That wasn't really my concern, Dr. Smug. That was not my concern, but thank you. Obviously can't say who, but a whole lot of new stuff is hinted back to Unova. I see. I believe you. It's okay. I understand. My saying that I might not do it on stream this next week, if at all, has more to do with wanting to check out what the game looks like and whether or not it would be my thing, rather than because I thought it would be something else. Straight up, a major plot of the Paldea DLC has to do with Unova. Wait, which one's Paldea? Is Paldea Scarlet and Violet, or is it Sword and Shield? It's inevitable to at least have Paldea mentioned, but on a remake by this point. Scarlet and Violet. Okay. Bullet Seed, if it hits, you roll a D8 to determine its damage base up to DB17, which is 5D12. That's wild. Paldea's Gen 9. What's the name of the region for Sword and Shield then? Why don't I remember it? I never really got that far in the game. That's probably why I don't remember it. Galar. That's right. Galarian. Yeah. If it's super effective, you double the damage. Wow. So damage can get absurd in this game, it sounds like. That's interesting. Galar? Is that not how it's pronounced? Galar. Yep. I say things right all the time. I'm known for it, in fact. I will never, ever pronounce a word incorrectly. So if you hear me pronounce it a way, that's because it's the right way. No, the funny thing is, like, I guess Galarian was, like, already how I pronounced it. Like the regional variants, right? I don't know why I thought Galar rather than Galar. Galarian. Look. It's... Are you telling me it's not better? Forward gay. I made it the right way. Your party took down a Blastoise in 3 turns? That sounds wild. Suspender. Oh my god. It's lots of math. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those kinds of games can be, for sure. But yeah, this all started with me talking about the fact that I'm going to start playing Legends Arceus this week for the first time, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to be. And Fed mentioned that it was like the oh my gosh, thank you so much, Carmen, for the follow. I appreciate it. Please let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. But thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. With that Nintendo Direct, when do we get a Switch stream? As in, like, a game being played on Switch? On stream? Literally Tuesday. You will say in advance that you will not be sorry for being a huge dork about the lore. No worries, I prefer it. There's a fantasy module that adds classes that lets you use the elemental power of Pokemon. When your players is a Herald of Pride, a Dragon Elementalist, and she can use Dragon Claw and Dragon Tail as a human. Interesting. There's so many games I wanted from that Direct. Yeah, no, we're playing a Switch game literally on Tuesday. So, Fairy Elementals gives them a power that literally gives them a magical girl transformation. Say no more, I am there. I was already, like, definitely a fairy type trainer. So, yeah, that's great. But yeah, no, I am going to try to start doing a couple more, like, Switch game streams. I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so if that's what you mean. Huh? Don't you mean I are bear? About that? Yeah, but I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so if that's what you mean, if you mean Switch 2 games, that's not happening yet. I don't have one, so if I plan to play Switch 2 exclusive games, I'm gonna have to get the actual console. It's definitely how I always play my games, on an actual console. So of course, I would need to get the actual console to play Switch 2 games on an actual console. That just makes sense. No can do on the other side, just a heads up. No, I understand. It's fine. I expected that, to be honest, so. No, eventually, I think I will eventually wind up with a Switch 2. I don't think that's a question of if, it's a question of when. It's a lot of money, and it's money I don't currently have to spend on that. So, yeah, that's a thing. So, there aren't a whole lot of Switch 2 exclusive games yet that because, like, here's the thing, a lot of the games I was, like, really excited for in that stream, either did also have a Switch 1 port, or they were also going to be on PC. Like, a lot of that stuff, because, like, obviously Deltarune was on PC, like, so that happened already. Did the Bravely Default remaster or whatever wind up on PC? I don't remember. Was that just on Switch? Let's see. Bravely Default remaster. Is it on Steam? Or is it just Switch? Steam. No, not yet. So it's just on Switch. And just on Switch 2, I guess. Maybe? Well, actually, maybe it is also on Switch 1. I'll have to take a look at that. You're gonna speedrun Chapter 5 so you can watch my stream without worrying about spoilers. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to handle Chapter 5 in terms of when I do it, because I know that there are a lot of people who don't want spoilers for that. So, like, my instinct is going to be like, okay, I maybe should wait like a week so that the people who are going to play it have played it, and then I'll do it on stream. But I'm not going to want to wait that long. I'm going to be like, I want to play it right now. I want to play it right now. So I don't know. We'll figure that out though as it coit's out, because it's still not for a little bit. You found a really cool Signalis animation last night? Oh yeah? Like professional anime good? That's awesome. Defo waited out a bit. Yeah, I think I'll at least there is something I could do with that, which is I could replay all of it again, and that would naturally delay me getting to chapter 5, because I would be working on, chapters 1 through 4 again. Just realized we've got one lone collider up there. Let's drop them down there. Another Roaring Night battle, sign me up. That was actually a fun fight. I genuinely, it was really hard, but it was fun to do. The second Bravely Default is on Steam. The second Bravely Default is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the original. Granted, I could play the original. They're so cute in it, it's not fair. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Is it on Switch 1? Because I do have... Let's see. It is Switch 2 exclusive. Alright, whatever. Okay, so I'm not getting that game until Switch 2 eventually happens, I guess. Although it wouldn't shock me if Bravely Default comes out to Steam at some, like, it feels like the kind of game that should get a PC port eventually. It just might be a while, so yeah. We'll see how it goes, I guess. But you must go and record some ASMR before you get to EP. Have a lovely... Absolutely, catch up. Thank you again for the raid. I hope you have a lovely night and have fun with your ASMR recording. Speaking of Deltarune, you found this one fan animation on Instagram. Oh yeah? Like the fan animations for the Undertale and Deltarune stuff have gone particularly hard over time, so push on the server. It's the true ending of Silksong. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. That's gonna make me cry. Oh man, I'll have to look at it though. PT is a really fun system so far. You've only ran it twice. Look into it if you need a new one to shake it up. Interesting. I'll look into it. But yeah. So in terms of like stuff that's on the Switch 2 specifically, like exclusive to it, I think it was mostly Mario Kart World, obviously, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Bravely Default 2, not 2, Bravely Default, the remaster, I guess. And I think that might have been it. I don't remember if there's anything else well, okay, that's not true. They did announce the Fire Emblem game, but it's not out yet, so honestly, the thing that is going to like push me over the edge to be like, okay, I have to get a Switch 2 now is when Fire Emblem comes out. That will do it. Speaking of, I should do more Fire Emblem stuff on stream. It's been a minute. We recommend keeping player parties to 3 to 4 trainers. Beyond that, encounters would have to be really high level to keep up with players. Mario and Luigi Star Emblem? Oh, interesting. But You can't spoiler the image, you just put a disclaimer. Oh, huh. Your D&D game had 7 player characters? That's so many. Oh my gosh. ROM hack up one of the GBA Fire Emblems, but turned into a Mario version. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. I'm trying to think, because it's been it's the last Fire Emblem thing I did on stream was Engage, which was like 2-3 years ago. Like, I think it predates my live 2D models. It's been that long since I've done Fire Emblem shit on stream. I really need to do that. Gonna ask? What's up? Best Fire Emblem waifu. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. I've always been very partial to Lucina. I like Lucina a lot. I'm trying to remember a particular character's name because I want to say it's Solana, but I don't think that name is correct. Characters. This does not tell me the characters. Okay, hang on. List of characters in Fire Emblem Fates. Believe it's a conquest. One of the conquest characters. Where is she? There she is. Soleil. Not Solana, Soleil. I was close. I was very close. Yo, Terraberry, how's it going? Corin's also a good choice. But yeah, I like Soleil a lot. Even if they pulled some bullshit with her in Fates, but Lynn's also a good pick. You're not here. I definitely don't see you, don't worry. But yeah, no, I like Soleil a lot. Depending on how you count them, I also really like Forest. Also, is it Yunaka? I think it's Yunaka. I think that's her name. Yes, it's Yunaka. I loved Yunaka from Engage. So, yeah, I gave you 3, well, technically 4 answers. What's the name of the one who's the big sister? Camilla. Yeah, that's Camilla. Not an uncommon pick. She's not my favorite. I mean, I like her, but yeah, she does have purple hair. That's right. Camilla's top 2. She is hot. I will admit she's hot. She's not necessarily my type, but yeah, she is hot. So, yeah, like I said, in Fates, is there anybody else in Fates that, like, let me see, let me go back. Fates characters. There's a lot of Fates characters. And I do like Azura. But let me see here. Yeah, I think it is Soleil. I don't think there's anybody that really, like, I'm Oh, Ophelia is also really good. I like her too. But looked Azura up. She's kind of hot. Mm-hmm. It's okay to make an exception for Camilla. It's fine. Soleil. Soleil. She is, it is bizarre to me that Fates like did the whole thing where it's like, oh, we put gay options in this one and then did not make Soleil one of them considering the character, and it's like, huh, that was a choice. Here begins Fates episode. We are talking about Fire Emblem Fates, so that's appropriate. New season and wait, is there oh, never mind. Okay. New season as in like the ranked season. Okay. I thought for a second you meant that they announced a season 4 or season season 3. Which I'm fully expecting, but has not actually happened yet. But yeah, the new season has started. Alright. Thank you, Dr. Smug. No accounting for taste, I suppose. But yeah, I managed to end last season. Well, I managed to end last season in Gold Masters. I was gonna say where my ranking was, but my ranking was 93 for Sucia. Okay, I mean, again, no accounting for taste. If you don't have to like her, it's fine. I disagree, but it's fine. You do you. What was I saying? Oh, right. I ended, I was 93 on Versusia. Well, I was. I don't know if I still am. I would have to pull up the game and take a look. Okay, we're moving on, Dr. Smug. Thank you. I would have to look it up again, so... yeah, it's okay. We're moving on now. I might still be top 100 on the character, but... Or, I mean, I'm not now. If the season reset, then, you know, then I'm not anywhere on that yet, but, actually, is Ing still in chat, or did he go to bed? I don't know if he's still here. If he is, I might ask him to look up where my ranking was, but, yeah, it depends, because, if people were still grinding, then, like, it's possible I fell out of the top 100 by the end, just by nature of, like, people climbing above me, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it did stay in there. It wouldn't surprise me at all if, oh, I did hit top 100 as of yesterday. I just don't know if I kept it, so, I didn't lose points, but I also didn't gain any, and other people may have gained more points, so, but yeah, I will have to take a look. Does desktop audio, it's not actually on here. I could probably open the game and take a look, but one day you'll hit S+, absolutely, 100%. I fully believe it. Favorite and least favorite Mario spinoff? Mario RPG and Hotel Mario. Maybe, I don't even know if that's true. Oh wait, what's the Mario is Missing, I think. Like, the educational games were actually, like, they were okay, but like I did actually play those when they were I think we had it on PC, which was kind of like, at that point I was like, oh, that's really cool. It's a Mario game on PC. I want to get it. And then it was like, oh, never mind. It's not a game. So, it's a thing. It's all right though. I will say, Mario Teaches Typing was amazing. The game was really cool. So, let me see here. Oh yeah, but like I was saying, as far as Fire Emblem games to do on stream, I might do Awakening and Fates again. I could also do Three Houses. It's been long enough that I might be able to revisit that game again and not want to tear my hair out in the first act. So, how was my Thanksgiving? It was pretty good. Kind of low-key, but pretty good. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the raid window here so I can start looking. We're not leaving yet. We're not raiding out yet or anything, but I can start to look at who's out there now. So I will say, if anybody has ASMR requests you'd still like to make, raid window 5 hours early. If anybody still has trigger requests, ASMR trigger requests you'd still like to make, put them in now so I can get to them before we wrap up. But let me see here. I'm just taking a look at who's out there. There's a couple. Here, if I narrow this down. Well, both of the people who are streaming right now are both people we have rated recently, so, which makes sense that we run through those pretty quickly, because there's not that many ASMR stream friends that I have made just yet, although the number does keep going up over time. So let's see here. That's okay. I'll be on the lookout. So, which one of the triggers stops Monday from coming? If you figure it out, let me know. And if I figure it out, I'll let you know. So, yeah. It'll be okay, though. Because, Monday, it's always... Should let Garfield know, too. Sure. It's always kind of, it can be hard getting going. But usually when it starts, when you start getting that momentum, it's always the case for me that, the first hour of work, of getting up and getting ready for work and doing stuff, is always the worst. And then, as soon as you're really in it, it's oh, right, this is fine. It's not great, it's not fun, but it's fine. And then time starts passing. Coming off of a 4-day weekend is starts, oh, you actually had a 4-day weekend. Yeah, that is particularly rough. That's a rougher landing, for sure. Yeah, I didn't have Friday off, so... Minari! Hello! How are you doing? Wait, aren't you streaming? Hang on. Or did you just end? You may have just ended. How long am I going for? Oh no. Well, at least another 10 to 15 minutes, but I could be convinced to push that to 30, maybe. I'm not going for super much. I'm not going for a ton longer, but 12:30 is usually my limit. 2 more hours. I'm not doing 2 more hours. I have to get up for work in the morning. So, the legendary green Power Ranger Tommy Oliver has arrived. If I'd rather not, you don't want to add more to my time. Honestly, I'm doing okay. I'm fine. If I'm assuming you're looking for raid targets. I could be convinced to go for a half an hour. I would be fine with that. That would be okay. Are you winning, Sucrose? Time for a crash landing. Oh no. But yes, thank you for the follow, Tommy. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How are you doing? You'll take that as a yes. Wait. Oh, yes. Well, I mean, as much as anybody can win at ASMR, I don't know. But there. What is that number? Minari, what? Oh my god. Hello, Raiders. Hi, Mina Raid. Hello, Mina Raid. Gotta be there, your problem. Hello. Okay. Thank you for the raid, Minari. Thank you so much. Please go pee. Go pee. Go piss, girl. Oh my gosh. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you. So cute. Thank you, Kaneko. I appreciate that. Get 7 TV right now. I will look into it. Oh, wait. I just realized what the type thing was. Wait, I thought I had that installed. Do I not? Go piss, girl in a whisper is in the it's funniest thing you've heard all weekend. I thought I had that installed. Wait, why? Hang on. Where is that at? Disaccharides are the best. Here, let me, if I can do this super quickly, I will. I thought for sure I had 7TV installed. Twitch 7TV, how to install. Hang on. Have to install 17, what? Oh, wait, when I switched chat widgets, did it turn it off? Is that what happened? Okay, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Yeah, I switched chat widgets between, like, 2 weeks ago, or, like, yeah, when we redid the overlay, I switched chat widgets. 17TV has changed. Yeah, okay, because I was like, I'm positive I did that, but I did that on the old overlay. And I didn't realize it apparently doesn't transfer, so that's a thing, apparently. Anyways, yes, sorry, that threw me off. Okay, but yes, hello everybody who came in with Minari's raid. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Shigeki, Kumajo in training. I am a variety streamer who mostly focuses on retro style content when I'm not doing ASMR, but on Sunday nights we do cozy content here, whether that's full ASMR streams like tonight, or whether it is cozy gaming stuff. Tonight we're doing more just casual yapping and sound triggers. I do have a trigger list. I tend towards more yapping than triggers, but that is not because I don't have them. We tend to get caught up in the yapping. But yes, if you guys need to raid and run, I completely understand. Please take care of yourselves post-stream. But if you want to hang out for another half an hour as I take any triggers you guys would like to have, and also just keep on yapping. you're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super happy to have you. Thank you again so much for the raid, Minari. Even though you're not here, I can still say it anyways. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes. What were we talking about before that happened that threw my entire train of thought off? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. Is it Singles? Do I have that pronunciation right? I hope I do. Please feel free to correct me at any point, guys, in chat if I ever mispronounce your names. Yeah, what was I think we were talking about Fire Emblem? Is that what we were talking about? I don't remember. Oh no. My how I can stop Monday from that's what we were talking about. That's right. Yeah, about like the struggle that is starting up work on a Monday, especially after a long weekend. It's hard. It's not easy because like I feel like there's kind of like it's like what, inversely proportional, or is that the wrong way to put that? That might be the wrong way to put that. But the longer the amount of time you have off is, like, the harder it becomes to go back, right? Like, that's just a thing. And like I know, like, especially after like super long vacations, it's just like, I really don't want to go back. It is correct in that case, yeah. Yeah. Even if inversely proportional was wrong, you knew it. Yeah. I will say that, like, what can help, at least what helps me, I guess. Thank you so much, Z Chris, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. If there was a Kumajo spell to temporarily pause time. Yeah, I haven't worked out time magic quite all that well yet. I mean, I have a little bit of it, but not really stopping time. Can't quite do that. Like, our Kumajo could do that. I mean, only in certain contexts, I think. Stopping it outright, that seems like a bigger feat than anything I can do, or even maybe that my mentor can do. That might be a little beyond us, but yeah, it's was that my watch? Whoops. Sorry about that. Alerts should not be going off this late. What was I saying? Yeah, like, on my end, part of what can help me kind of is like, cause like work sucks. It just does. Like, I mean, unless you're super lucky and have a job that you just really enjoy, a lot of times you're mostly just, tolerating it, right? The world stops and listens when I stream, so same thing. Oh my gosh, while running. Thank you. Like, work is a thing you tolerate at best, right? Like, this is technically also a job for me, kind of, but it's more of a hobby, and it's more of like an additional job. But like my day job, my actual job that I need to do because I need to make money, that job I'm not crazy about. I don't love it, right? I tolerate it. But there's other parts of the week that are not the weekend, right, that I have to look forward to. Like, for example, like, I know on Monday nights I get to do date night with my wife, and I like that we picked Monday for that. It was kind of like by default that we picked Monday because it was like the one day that neither one of us was doing something. But I do like that we picked Monday for it because it gives me something to look forward to on Mondays specifically. So it's like, yeah, we're going back to work, but tonight we get to do date stuff. And then obviously, like, I have stream on Tuesday and Thursday. And, like, those are highlights of my week. And, yeah, it working in the interim, it doesn't make that any easier or any less unfun, I guess. But it does help in terms of like, yeah, this is worth it. Monday being date night is smart. You used to have Mondays off and that's what you do. Like, so I think finding the thing that finding the thing that you can look forward to in the week, whether that's an event that you can make kind of be a recurring thing, or if, like, you know, I'm not, you know, I wouldn't, if it I'm so bad at talking my own stuff up. Maybe it's my streams. Maybe that's what you have to look forward to. But you know, or a show, or a particular, like, thing you can do, like, gaming wise in the evenings that only happens during the week. Romantic relationships are just so weird to you. Your weekly, bi-weekly is Beyblades. That's totally legit, right? Like, you have that to look forward to, right? Like, it's not just about, like, working for you're an adult. I am a grown woman who pretends to be an anime girl on the internet 4 times a week. You're fine. What you look forward to the most is the paycheck. That's fair. Like, your hobbies are legit, right? Like, it doesn't matter what they are. Like, it can be TCG stuff, it can be Beyblades, it can be like what we were talking about D&D earlier. Like, what is D&D in some cases that, if not like playing with action figures with more steps, right? Like, it's all valid. Like, find the things you love. You love making, exactly. Like, you're never too old. It's fine, right? Find the things you love. Find the things that bring you joy, and, like, engage with them. Indulge in them. Don't let anybody make you feel like you shouldn't. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, I have, like, there are, like, friends of mine who are, like, particularly enthusiastic about watching Bluey, and they don't have kids. And, like, I think that's awesome, right? Like, find the things that you love, the things that make you happy. And, like, let yourself have those during the week. During, like, it doesn't have to just be, like, weekend shit. Like, find the time, find the means to do something that brings you happiness during, especially when you have, like, hard weeks, especially when you have hard times. That's when it's most important. That's when it brings you the most, like, value, I feel like. It doesn't really matter, like, what it is, how valuable it is. Oh my gosh, Miss Rogue. Oh my gosh, welcome in. Hello, EP Dewdrop Raid. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a good thing I already decided to go for another half hour. So. Welcome in, Miss Rogue. Thank you. EP Dewdrop Raid. EP Dewdrop Raid. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How was your stream, Miss Rogue? I hope it went well. An extra hour now. We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for the follows, Zarude. Is it Zarude? Zarude? I'm not actually sure. Again, I said it earlier. Please let me know if I mispronounce anybody's name, because I will do it, and I don't want to be running with the wrong pronunciation. So, hi everyone. Hello, Copycat. Hello, hello. Welcome in. But yes, I hope you had a wonderful stream. And hello everybody who came in with Miss Rogue's raid. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Yurishigaki Kumajo in training. I'm a variety streamer, and when I'm not doing ASMR, I focus on retro style content. But Sunday nights we do cozy stuff here, whether that's ASMR streams or cozy gaming. Plot twisters a raid every 30 minutes as you stream. Oh my gosh. You're here for the plot. Oh my god. But yes, if you guys need to raid and run, I completely understand. Please take care of yourselves post-stream. But if you do want a little bit more cozy time, you're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super happy to have you. I'll pull up my trigger list here again. There they are right there. Like it says at the bottom of that, those are the things I have handy right now, but if there is something you want me to try to do that's not on that list, you can ask for it, and I will do my best. I might not be able to. My model's sort of, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's actually relatively new still. I debuted it 2 weeks ago, or wait, last week? No, it wasn't last week. It was the week before. Yes, week before. Yeah, so it's 2 weeks. I've been using this model for 2 weeks, and I'm very happy with it. Hello, Papa Spade. How's it going? Long time no see. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so this overall look to the stream is relatively new, and I'm very happy with it. I have a little collider bee right above my ear that I see who got stuck. Let me drop them down there. All right. Been busting your butt at work. I'm happy to see you though. How's it going? Wait, have I seen you since the debut? I don't think I have. Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, we were talking about, I go on so many tangents. You dig it. Ah, thank you. Yeah. The importance of finding stuff that brings you joy, no matter what it is. Like, especially during hard times, especially during busy times, especially during work. It's not the case that you have to just save all. I mean, obviously everybody's going to have different circumstances. There might be reasons why you don't have access to certain things at certain times, but I think it's important to find something that you can access, because leisure time is important, and finding enjoyable things is important. Oh, right. Sorry. I completely forgot. Miss Rogue, if there is a particular trigger you would like to ask for as a thank you for the raid, I've never finished my raid, like, speech, I guess. If there is a particular trigger you would like to ask for, please just let me know in chat. Don't worry about the channel points for it, as thank you for the raid. Also, guys, please go check out Miss Rogue. Please go give her some love. Gotta stop guilt tripping yourself for taking time for yourself. It's hard. It's hard. Genuinely. I understand that. Like, I do the same. Like, the thing I struggle with, right, is during time off, like, I do struggle with the idea of just, like, letting myself be at rest and not doing things, right? Like, if I spend an entire afternoon chatting with people on Discord, or watching YouTube videos, or watching Twitch streams, or watching like a movie. It's okay. That was not a waste, right? If I got enjoyment out of it, that was not a waste. It's hard because like there's times where it's like, well, okay, I've got these days off. I've got this time off. I should do something with it. I should do something productive. I should be video editing. I should be prepping like more things. I should be doing chores. I should be doing something productive. And it's so easy to like fall into that trap and then start stressing on what's supposed to be rest time, right? Like resting is fine, even if you're not even if you're just sitting there. If sitting there is bringing you relaxation and bringing you peace, that's legit. You do the same, you try, but you've been working 6 to 7 days a week, you just vegetate. Yeah, exactly. Like, especially when you're busy, like, burnout's a thing, right? And you can definitely be in that situation where it's just like, my brain is fried. I do not have the brain capacity to do anything productive. Like, yeah, there's dishes sitting in the sink. I should go do those. But also I'm exhausted. And they can wait. You know? Like, obviously you shouldn't leave things that are, you know, destructive to, if you leave them. Like, obviously you don't want to leave dishes, like, long term, because that's when they get gross. But, like, you know, in the moment, if it's like, if you need a break, take a break. Very much in the mood, but you keep going. Mm-hmm. What? Take a break, Barry. It's okay. You can relax. But, like, the larger point, I guess, is, like, beyond just rest, writing it down so you guys have to go through your dishes. That is not what I said. While running, do your dishes, please. Please go do them. Rotted in bed reading it. See, okay, but I do the same thing. I do the same thing where it's like, oh, I wasted the day doing X and Y, right? When it's like, that's the wrong way to look at it. I didn't waste my day. I may have spent my day doing that, but it wasn't a waste. Reading and napping are both very, like, can be very healing things, right? Yeah, like, actually, like, I talked earlier about the fact that, like, we had people over, like, it was one of our friends put together a book club, so mostly as an excuse so we could keep, like, making, like, scheduling time to see each other, so we were meeting for that, even though mostly it was, playing with a puppy club. We also did, like, the book stuff was also part of that too. I fulfill a very important role within the book club of being the person who does not read the book. So but, you know, it's fine. But, like, if reading brings you joy, if reading is a thing you love, absolutely, when you've got downtime from work and you have the time, do it. If you read about books about playing with a puppy while also playing with a puppy. There was actually a dog. There were several dogs in the book we read. The book was called The Truth by Terry Pratchett. It was one of the Discworld novels. And there was a talking dog in it. And then also a not talking dog. But, yeah, it was good book. I listened to that on, I actually don't do, like, I think I found that I struggle with, physically, like, visually reading books. I think it's an attention span thing. unless it's something not available in any other way that I can, like, that really sucks me in, like, I do struggle with, like, actually, like, I want to say physically reading, but I don't know if that's visually reading books. But, like, audiobooks are great. Like, I can absolutely put audiobooks on in my, like, earbuds and just, like, go about doing other things while I'm listening to it. I think that's, like, awesome. And, yeah, now that I say that out loud, that is almost definitely a, like, ADHD thing, but still, you know, it's a way that I'm able to engage with books, so it works. Yeah, so still just reading the audiobook. The audiobook has to be well performed, to be honest, like, but a lot of them are, right? You've always wanted to try an audiobook, though you've been used to reading books instead. So, okay, a thing that I did not know until like this book club happened. If you have a Spotify subscription or whatever, if you pay for Spotify, you get you can look up audiobooks on Spotify, and I believe you get something like, what? I think it's like 20, is it 20 hours? I think it might be like, no, I think it's like 40 hours worth of audiobook listening a month as part of your Spotify, like, membership or whatever. I had no idea. Until we started this thing, and now it's just like, oh wait, I can look this up on Spotify and I can just listen to it. That's awesome. So yeah, obviously if you I know people, not everybody enjoys using Spotify, not everybody has Spotify, but the other thing I would say is, like, strongly recommend if you're interested in, like, getting into audiobooks but don't necessarily, like, have the money, because audiobooks, like, buying audiobooks is, like, crazy expensive for some reason. Thank you so much. Is it KDLA? Do I have that correct? I hope I do. Audible is fire. Audible is, yeah, if you're actively using Audible, I think, yeah, if you're actively using Audible and using, like, those things, like, those credits, that can be a really good way to do it, like a cost-effective way. Sucrose audiobook one. I used to do story reading on these streams. Maybe I should start doing that again. I don't know. Would you guys like that? Do you guys want to hear me do that? Cosmic Horror Sucrose one. Okay, it's funny that you say that. Like, because, like, what I was reading Other Side Picnic, which was a light novel series that it's not cosmic horror really, but, well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you define that. But it's a series. It's a light novel series about two, like, college age girls who basically find this, like, alternate world that they can go. It also had an anime and a manga. So it's like this, like, it's basically, like, for lack of a better way to put it, it's like creepypasta stuff in terms of, like the way they get into that world is, like, they have to, like, go into an elevator in this, like, abandoned, like, or, like, this one particular, like abandoned building, and, like, push, like, the right combination of buttons, and it takes them out into this other world where, like, there's no people. Everything looks, like, post-apocalyptic and dilapidated, and then there's just, like, monsters there that they then start hunting. You missed the books, but the CCV. I mean, that was the reason I stopped at the time. Lesbian Silent Hill. Yes, it is Lesbian Silent Hill. I mean, kind of. It's not, like, it's not, I think if I did start doing it again, I would probably start it over. Stories giving you Signalis vibes. A little. So, like, the, all of the, so, like, the interesting thing about that light novel series is, like, all of the creatures they're running into, are all all have their basis in, like, Japanese, like, internet lore, like, message board horror stories. Like, so basically creepypasta monsters, kind of. Like, there's, and like, the first one they run into, for example, is, like, it's, like, a long, thin, like, squiggly, like, humanoid shape kind of thing. Like, not quite a Slenderman, but kind of, like, similarly, like, elongated humanoid thing that they ran into you. But if you look at it, it starts driving you insane. And yeah, it's a series I really like. I really enjoyed it. It's one of the things when I'm talking about, you know, like, reading a thing visually that really grabs me. Jokes aside, sounds cool. I might start doing it again then. I did stop before because people just weren't showing up to those streams, and like, it was one of those things where it was like, I know there were people who stopped showing up specifically because they were like, well, I missed part of it, so I shouldn't, like, I'm not caught up now and I don't know what's going on anymore. So people kind of fell off. But I feel like I have a more regular viewership on the ASMR streams now. Like, there's like groups of people who will just be here anyways. So, like, I feel like it might work better this time. So, a narration of some old internet horror would be pretty cool. Ever read that one story, Ted the Caver? No, I don't think I have. Could be the start of these Sucrose audiobooks. You know what? I might try it then. We might give it a shot. We might see what happens. I might bring it back. It's one of the better creepypastas. I know at one point we did, I was doing readings of, like, SCP pages and stuff. That wasn't even that long ago, I don't think. That one didn't have a billion spelling mistakes. I see. If Sucrose publishes audiobooks, you're downloading ASAP. I don't think I could actually put them out as audiobooks because, like, I think that would be kind of, like, probably doing some copyright infringement, but I don't think there's anything against me, like, just reading them on stream. I think that's valid. I know people do readings on stream all the time. So, yeah. We might try it. Like, I think one of the good bits about Other Side Picnic as, like, a series, especially in terms of, like, how it would lend itself to this kind of thing, is it's fairly episodic, and there is an overarching narrative. There is an overarching plot that does progress, but if you missed a chapter, like, if you miss a story, like, in most cases, with a couple exceptions, like, the stories are, like, you could listen to them out of order, and, like, to the point that, like, I think the anime actually scrambles the order that a lot of things happen in. The anime also is only one season. I guess it didn't do very well, so I don't think it ever got, like, cleared for any more seasons, which is a bummer, because, like, right where it stopped was, like, there's some really good stories immediately after that. there's and like, yeah, it is technically a Yuri series, so like it's a very, very slow burn though, but like it's also fairly obvious fairly quick that the two protags are into each other. They're just both really bad at communicating that. So but yeah, yeah, I think I'll give it another shot again. I mean, I didn't actually have a plan for this next Sunday. Would you guys want me to, do you want me to start it next week? I could. Normal crush stuff, got it? Yeah, basically. Yeah? I'll think about it. Because, yeah, it could take the place... Stream froze? Did it freeze for anybody else? No. Okay, we're fine. Okay, good. As long as you get permission from whoever owns the copyright first before publishing the audiobooks, it could be an interesting idea. I mean, yeah, you would have to get, like, actual explicit permission for, like, publishing something. So, but just doing it on stream, I think, is a different story. I mean, I guess technically there's probably something there, but, like, probably nothing, like, super, super enforceable. And, yeah. Because, like I said, I know there are people who do, like, there's people who do readings of, like, much, much more mainstream books than that, too, on stream, so I might get muted. No, I don't think the copyright bots wouldn't necessarily be, like, looking for... So, like, I think if I played an existing audiobook on stream, that would probably get muted, but me reading something, probably not. I think that would be, like, a very impressive content scrubber, like, that could do that. So I think it would be fine. Whether or not those VODs could stay up might be a different story. Although I don't think it would necessarily be a problem, because I think people's VODs will, for stuff like that, would be a killer bot, right? Thank you so much. Is it Gluco? Maybe? Do I have that right? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Thank you. Okay, we are at 12:30. So that was the point at which I said I would start wrapping up. Not 100% done yet necessarily, but I will say if there's any other last minute thoughts or trigger requests you'd like to make, put those in now, because I will be looking for a raid target here very shortly. Let me see here. It'll be really funny if another raid were to happen. I mean, if another raid were to happen at this point, I might just have to be like, okay, it's a raid train. Gao. Oh, we got another Gao redeem. I see. Gao. Gowing as I'm looking at the raid list. Gow. Let's see here. Gow. So actually none of our normal people are currently live. One of them raided into us, so that tracks. I'm looking through the ASMR category. You'll definitely sleep peacefully tonight. I'm glad to hear it. Let me see here. a number of people out there right now. I'm not certain which one to pick, but let's see. Here, let me refresh this. See me tomorrow for the 240-hour stream. So I will be back on Tuesday. I'll be back again on Tuesday for with some Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I'm looking forward to. That'll be a lot of fun. But those are rookie numbers, more like a 420-hour stream. Oh my god. Imagine. I think I want to try to find... Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. I think I found a good target here. Super cute. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Wait, what? Oh, the 420. I get it. Okay. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna send you guys off this way. So let me toss up my schedule here real quick again. There you go. This is next week's. I'll be back on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with gaming streams. If you're looking for the next ASMR stream, that will be next week Sunday at 9. So, it was nice to listen along after the rain. Thanks for the comm stream. I'm glad. Let me see here. I hope you have a wonderful night. In all seriousness, thanks you for a comfortable and healing stream. You really needed it, especially for this upcoming week. I'm glad it was helpful. I'm going to go ahead and start up this raid. Let me grab the address here in case, because I know sometimes people get left behind in these raids. So we're raiding out to Luna Letty. Again, she looks super cute. I'm sure they will be able to give you guys a cozy time. I will be back again on Tuesday, and until then, you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your night and a great start to your week. And until then, sleep well. Good night, chat. Good night. Hang tight for that raid, and sleep well. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Thank you, Fed. Thank you, Fed. We do have a raid message. I'm an idiot and I forgot to push the button. I'm a big dummy. If you're subscribed and access to the emotes, it's that. If you're not subscribed, it's this instead. I'm so sorry. Alright, we will be doing... I'll be starting this back up. I'm so sorry. Alright. There you go, guys. Let me find this stream again. Hang on, because it disappeared off my view. There they are. Okay, they're still here. They're still here. Okay. Let me... Okay. So you guys have the address, and I'll start the raid up here. I'll probably do the thing. I usually wasn't doing like the raid right now thing before because it sometimes I think it makes it more likely to leave people behind. But you do have the you do have the address. So, okay. You're a second way to improv one. I really appreciate you saying it because I completely, I was like, I'm forgetting something, aren't I? I feel like I'm not doing something that I should be doing. I feel like this is where we have too much time between now and the raid. What am I forgetting? And I was like, oh, it's probably not important. And then I went to the other screen, and then you said that. And I also realized that the music's not playing on the other screen. I guess I never put the music on the ending screen. I gotta fix that. I might fix it while we're on the ending screen. So the music will disappear for a second and then it might come back. So anyways, for reals this time. I hope you have a great rest of your night and a great rest and a great start to your week. And I'll see you next time. Sleep well, chat. Hang tight for that